there's not a lot more to it than that, than to recognizing a food critic. I mean, those are sort of the keys. They're coming in several times over the course of the week. They're taking menus. They come in with groups. They swap plates with other people, and they take a menu. And you could almost guarantee, like, if you've seen somebody doing those things in your restaurant, yeah, you have a very good idea that that person is a critic. But this is becoming less true. I mean, more often than not, you're going to be able to call these people out almost immediately, especially if they're bloggers, or if they're Yelpers, or if they're people on City Search. I mean, these are people that you're going to get a very good idea, because they're either going to tell you, or they're going to be pulling their equipment out to take photographs and write notes or what have you. And honestly, right now, I would say that those are the people you're going to have to look out for more than, say, an anonymous food critic. Because at least an anonymous food critic is going to do their best to be fair. They're going out of their way to make sure they get a great idea of what that experience is. Somebody from Yelp or somebody from City Search is going to come in, or even a blogger is going to come in a lot of times, one night, have one dinner, go home, and write up the experience. So that means if your front of house staff was off that night, or if there was an issue in the kitchen or anything, and that experience for that person on that night wasn't clicking, you know, that's what the representation of your restaurant is going to be on the site. I mean, the nice thing about it is that at least for Yelp, those reviews are aggregated. So you can get sort of a weighted average of what people are saying about you know, your place. But at the same time, you know, you still have to be very on the ball, and that makes it very difficult for a restaurateur, I can imagine. I mean, it's just, it must be a hell of a lot of stress to know that there are people out there who it's their goal for their blog or for City Search or for Yelp or what have you to be sort of top of the heap, you know, by being the first in, by having the strongest opinion or what have you. So it's sort of something that you definitely have to look out for. I would say you need to be more worried about what's online than what's going on in print.